All right, let's get to it. First things first. Email this morning. At the end of it, you're talking about this emergency meeting and a tour of the center.
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
Why not?
No reason for it. Most of what
there is a lot of problems on the floors. You've got a lot of staff with a lot of issues, and nothing's being addressed. Lots
of what you've already brought up is being addressed through the occupational health and safety investigation. Clearly, that's the route that you continue to want to go, Todd. They're still in the middle of the throes of the investigation with the 47 to 50 other issues, which I can't speak to until they're done with that. There's absolutely no point in going through this exercise with bringing.
I disagree with you, sir.
Well, you can disagree. I'm telling you, I'm not going to allow that group into the center. We are a week into our operation here. We're working through all of the issues. I clearly laid out at the beginning of this process that we've got internal processes to deal with this. So I'm not going to allow you to jump the queue and go through me and the ADM and the deputy minister to call these emergency meetings and have these sorts of tours go on with all kinds of outside people before we've dealt with this stuff through our own internal process.
It's just the outside people you don't want to meet with. You'll meet with the executive.
No, I've got no intention to meet with the executive. Not after
because we have a lot of issues that need to be addressed. This is the frustration of the staff that are on the floors.
Well,
this is not my personal frustration.
This
is what I'm getting from them.
You've done enough of that in this email. This email is way over the top. I consider it to be fairly serious insubordination.
It is not insubordinate.
Well, you can agree with it or not agree with it, Todd. When you tell me that I got my head up my ass, that's insubordination.
The deputy minister said that we had our heads up our asses.
No, you said.
And now I'm just saying to him, maybe his advisors are the ones with the.
You and Kathy are the ones who have your head up your ass. Now that's just one of the comments. That is not going to go away. None of this is going to go away. It's insubordinate.
It is not insubordinate.
There is a way for us to deal with these matters. This is not the way to do it. So, two things. One, no, I'm not going to let that group come through here.
Okay.
Two, I've asked Richard to set up an occupational health and safety meeting, which we were going to do anyway, and deal with this in the normal process. There's no need to have any emergency meetings, particularly involving the deputy minister.
There actually isn't a whole lot to do. There's a lot of occupational health and safety issues, definitely. But this is procedural stuff that's going on the units.
Well, there are
the officers. We were told the unit officers were going to be the ones that were going to be empowered, and what they asked for, what they said was going to be done, and that's clearly not happening. We had an officer station or an officer surrounded.
Listen, I'm going to stop you right there, okay? There are mechanisms to deal with that. Not stomping into this office and dealing with them firsthand. There are shift managers and assistant deputy directors. There's directors of operation and security. All of these people need to be involved.
I requested a meeting with you on the 12th of April. You still haven't acknowledged my email, and we are here now on the 21st.
Okay.
I'm obviously frustrated with the fact that we can't seem to get our executive to meet with you.
That's fine. I'm not going to meet with you, Todd.
Why not?
It's that simple. The 12th, you had me tied up for 2 solid days, including the day of the move, with occupational health and safety investigators based on your complaints.
That was your idea,
and then at the same time, you want me to meet with the executive a day and a half before we're moving in and deal with that.
We're quite far into the move now, and
that's not going to happen.
Things have not shook down. We should meet and get some things settled.
Still too early.
There are mechanisms in place to do that, Todd. And I'm not going to allow this thing to jump the queue.
The mechanism is union management relations, and that's how we deal with it. Are we not supposed to be having meetings, regular meetings with the director? You're the head of this facility.
You're never going to meet with me ever.
Okay.
Not as the executive director of this center. There are directors.
So who should I direct my request for meetings?
I would let the dust of this settle, because this is not going to go away.
It's not going to go away, sir. No, it's not.
All right. So we're done for today. We're not meeting. It'll go through the occupational health and safety. There are also mechanisms that you can meet with the center directors on procedural stuff. We're receiving information every day from the floor on adjustments we need to make to the operation, and we're dealing with that. I am not meeting with you, Todd.
Would Mr. Prasad then be the gentleman that we wouldn't meet?
No, he wouldn't.
With?
You got a director of operations. If there are operational issues, then you should meet with Mr. Barnacut.
Okay.
That's how the chain goes. Okay. But you're not going to involve deputy ministers.
And the same with security, then to have my executive meet with security as well, or would that be a joint meeting? Or
you can certainly try and meet with those guys as an executive. Now, I don't even know who the executive are, because it's certainly not this group.
It's all the people that are listed except for the
I'll
outsiders.
tell you what, Todd, nobody is going to meet with there's probably 10 or 12 or maybe
There
more
are
names on here.
eight members of the executive at the ERC. There are 550 officers and 8 representatives.
Well, anyway, I'll leave that to you. The tone of this email, again, is so over the top that it's not funny. Never mind that you made the mistake of circulating it to every man, woman, and child.
Well, that wasn't a mistake. They need to know that there's somebody that is standing up for them, and you know what you gave me some advice a little while ago, and that is make sure you give your boss what you want, and the membership is the boss. I'm representing those people. They're the boss. This is their frustration.
Well, then I'll let you share in the discipline with them, Todd.
No problem.
That's where it's going.
Okay.
All right. So we're done.
Thank you.